Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And you are seeing this right. We are playing Gunkan, one of the most recent fan favorite archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! I will finally be playing it, and I am dedicating this video to a friend of mine who thought that Gunkan was just a joke within the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Well, I mean, given that this entire archetype is based off of sushi, I will not be surprised if people will not take this seriously. But this deck, there is a very dedicated community around this archetype, and this build you see here is one of the more surprisingly competent ones. This is Adventure Gunkan, or as I prefer to call it, Adventures in the Gunkan docks, because it's a mishmash of this core, I guess, this little archetype here, the adventure archetype, which is a set of cards that have fallen off the face of Master Duel for some reason. But with Tier Lament, having one negate that spins it back to the deck is not really enough, and you need more than that in order to survive in this day and age. But yeah, this is the adventure engine splashed into the Gunkan archetype. This is an OTK deck. This is an OTK build, and this isn't exactly pure. If you're going to play this pure, you have to play all of the Gunkans, including the one that a lot of the more competitively minded Gunkan players do not include in their builds anymore. The Shirao class carrier. This is the one that searches the spells and traps. But given that we have the adventure engine in here, we don't have the space. And because double or nothing, we need a way to inflict more than 8,000 points of damage. So there's that. So basic premise of the deck: get material on board. This is an Xyz focus archetype, so lining up the numbers is should be pretty easy. Again, if you're gonna play pure, you're gonna need the trap card more than the field spell. I will not explain this. I'll just give you guys, you can pause the video here, take a read, and figure out why this card is actually really goddamn good. So a lot of the more competitively minded players say that Uni is the best Gunkan ship of the bunch. This is the one that basically modulates levels on summon, by the way. So it gives you access to your extra deck right away, and this deck will be all over the place because there is a deck profile by a Suship player in a recent YCS, and he will do this deck far more justice than I ever will, because this deck's fun. I've been playing it off stream, and it's really fun to just catch opponents off guard and like, what the fuck are you? Why are you playing with sushi? Why are you playing with sushi? And it's built around this guy right here, Suship Shari. This is the red version, and then here's the normal version. This was the first one, and then Shari Red came in as the second wave of support, along with the trap cards. And these two cards, along with Uni, these three all by themselves made this deck a lot better than it already is. And the more pure versions have unexpected die, but a lot of the more competitive builds have painful decisions instead. So yeah, main premise: just break your opponent's will to live. And then swing in with a bunch of battleships made out of food. This is a very hunger-inducing archetype, and we'll see if we do well on the rank ladder. Yes, I will bring this on the rank ladder because I still have faith in the adventure engine. So let's get cooking in this kitchen, boys and girls. Won the die roll, and like I said, this is a go second OTK deck, so let's see if we can OTK. Oh fuck. Well, having the double or nothing is always a problem, because that means we cannot have a we cannot go into the Utopia double line that hard. But we do have Ash Blossom, we do have Uni, but we don't have a Shari, so we cannot do too much around here. So let's see. But if our opponent's just gonna set 2 and pass, we're not gonna be able to do much. And in case you noticed, I have a new field here. This is the Madolce field that was made available from the shop a couple of days ago. I think towards the end of April they made this available. Do we negate Illusion of Chaos? I don't think so. So let's see what else we can do here. So he's gonna send the Dark Magician back into the deck. Oh, right, no. He gets the Dark Magician and sends Illusion of Chaos back. Alright, cool. That's also another thing that I'm considering playing on Master Duel, because the structure deck that the Dark Magicians came in is actually surprisingly competent. It includes a lot of stuff that you would normally find in a Dark Magician deck. And a lot of people actually say that it's a decent rogue option. Now that Illusion of Chaos is in the game. So, but you know, I'm gonna try it out. But not anytime soon because I am strapped for cash. I don't have the resources to. Oh, okay. The draw off the top was Shari. All right, cool. That is Gucci. All right. Let's see if our opponent keeps popping off here. Yep, I expected that. All right. We're gonna set up our negate first with our Rite of Adamus here. So if you haven't seen, okay, okay. We're gonna break our opponent's will to live first. We're gonna lightning storm away his board. Oh, well, his spells and traps at least. Because if there's anything about Dark Magicians, their back row is really scary. So let's see here. If you know, if I were my opponent, I would be just. I would just make that sound right, like just right off the bat. All right, cool. Magician navigation. Yep, he is forced to do everything right now, but unfortunately, I have an Ash Blossom. I told you I will break your will to live upon it. I will break your will to live. Yep, yeah, sure. Eternal Soul. Sure. Use the effect. Yes. Your board will be wiped clean. Will be wiped clean anyway because you won't have any monsters left on the field. Because if Eternal Soul leaves the field in any way, shape, or form, it wipes your whole board away. Opponent, is this how you're gonna commit Sudoku? Please, your mother and I are very concerned about you. Please. And bam. All right. So we're just gonna end our opponent's misery here. With one card in hand, I honestly don't think they can do anything here. Oh my god. Shari red. Yeah, we're gonna summon him. Oh wait, no, we can't because this. Actually, no. We can make him level 4. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll make him level 4. We will actually not add. We're just gonna end our opponent's misery here. Oh my god. Yep, this is the Gunkan experience, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Yeah, we go into battle. Utopia. We negate his own attack. Oh my god. There we go. Then we use double or nothing. Oh my god. Wait. Shouldn't this work? Oh, it's only 5k. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, cool. I mean, okay, I never knew it worked that way. But yeah, drawing into double or nothing means, yeah, okay, drawing into double or nothing really does mean that you won't have the Utopia double line. Oh boy. Well, that's something you learn. You learn something new every day. Sure. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna get Water Enchantress. We will immediately discard Water Enchantress, and then we're gonna get Griffon, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We're gonna see here. We're gonna get the last one out of the deck, because why not? We already activated one this turn, so... Ooh, okay, we at least have the option to go into Zeus, so there's that. Yeah, this is the Gunkan experience. Totally involves involves a lot of sushi ships. Yeah. Oh my god, and we even have a bounce for next turn. Oh my god. It's only a 2-mat Zeus, but it's honestly more than enough. So yeah, I hope the next duel shows off the deck far better than what I did here. But yeah, that's the one complaint that some of the sushi players say when you have like this 40 card build. Sometimes you'll draw into double or nothing, and it completely nullifies the entire Utopia line. So yeah, I fully expected my opponent to surrender there in the face of Zeus and only 30,000 life points. Yeah, oh my god, this deck. We'll move on to the next duel. won the die roll again, and I'm going second. So let's see how much I can break my opponent here. End up with only the adventure side of things. Great. Great, just great. And my opponent's rocking a 60-card deck with the Vernacelf sleeves. So let's see what he's gonna do here. We only have Ash Blossom to interact. Well, we do have Called by the Grave for whatever future actions they could potentially have. So let's see here. What is... Oh, right, that's what the field interaction does here. All right, Mudora. All right, cool. Then it plays a Gravekeeper's Trap. Yeah, sure. It doesn't mill just yet. Discard a fairy. Social summon from hand. Yep. Getting a Guido. Yep. Where have you seen this song and dance before? It's Earth. It's the thing about the Ishizuri trains is they're all Earths, and if you play Vernacelfs, the Ishizuri trains are integral in making Vernacelfs a lot more competitive, a lot more powerful. And a lot of people have said that Vernacelfs are actually really strong, but they are utterly overshadowed by their batchmates, the Tearlaments. It's really good. Vernacelfs are really good, and they surprisingly help Earth Machine, of all things. So nature and man, cooperating in joyous fashion. But we need something good off the goddamn top so that we can get our deck running off. Come on, I want to rub it in the face of this player. Oh my god. But let's see here. Opponents in the tank and their internet is quote-unquote not good. So they may have just Rage Quit right here, right now. So either we skip to the next duel because our opponent's quote-unquote connection failed, or they're just deep in the tank about their next move and their other life decisions. So we will skip to either the next duel or to the next interesting point. Okay, we're back, and my opponent's connection didn't fail them, but we still only have the adventure half of our deck, so we're not in too much trouble here. Although, this will definitely trigger something out of my opponent. Fateful Adventure, what do you have against me? Let's see, opponent. Although it did take him a while to set up this board, because oh, you're gonna do that. All right, cool. Sending Merly, cool. All right, that's one way to discard. Sure. We're gonna negate Merly now before she triggers. Then we'll use the other Called by the Grave later on in the turn should they try something here. And this is all during my main phase, so let's see. And they have absolutely no cards in hand, so there's that. Sure. What will you detach, opponent? What were his materials? Alright, he only had a Mudora. Alright, cool. He was sent to the graveyard, so we'll stop that as well. Banish card from the field or graveyard. Sure. And there's barely anything in the graveyards anyway, so this is completely fine. Or, he could use this to save himself. The trouble. So let's see here. The chain is 5 deep. This is very rare. Alright, cool. He's going to use that to save himself. That is completely fine. And he will minus himself in the process. Because he wasn't able to get anything out of his mills just yet. So we're gonna see here. Alright, cool. So our graveyard's been shut off temporarily. And we used our 2 Called by the Grave so that he can go -4. So let's see here. He will definitely go into Dark Law here, which is like the only other option they could have. So let's see. Dark Law is, if I remember correctly, surprisingly big. Yeah, 2400. Yeah. I don't think even Griffon has the attack power to get rid of him here. Yeah, we have to banish Water Enchantress. Yeah, we have to get rid of Adamsir. I mean, we're gonna get Adamsir anyway, so that we can summon the Griffin Rider. So let's see, and let's just hope he doesn't banish. So I guess that's what Dark Law does. So let's see. Unless my opponent is there we go. I was waiting for that. Like, come on. Right. So Shari's out. So that's expected. There we go. Okay, the Phantom is here. We get our token. Then optional effect. We'll get Draco back. Actually, we will not equip it. Not just yet. Oh, we have to discard it through Griffin Rider. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, we have to get rid of Dark Law here, or else we will not be able to do too much. We'll do that. Then we'll use this. Then we'll bounce Dark Law back. There we go. Then, if I remember correctly, we're gonna get Griffon and it will be immediately discarded. Yep. Woof. Alright, so we are down to an extremely simplified board state here. My opponent has nothing, I have nothing, but I managed to stop him every step of the way without... Like, wow. Oh my god. I don't... good thing I caught all that on camera. Holy shit. We'll just move on to the next duel. I have won 3 Dairos in a row, and I have gone second every goddamn time. Alright, we have 2 Suships this time around, but we don't have the adventure half. But we do have Maxi and Lightning Storm. And we are finally facing off against Verticells. This draws 1 card and special summons an Earth from the graveyard. You cannot activate non-Earth this turn, so let's see if we can get an upstart Goblin here. Activate Maxi. If I remember correctly, Verticells have a way to search Maxi. And alright, that's an Ash Blossom for that. I think we should just summon Wandering Griffin Rider, just because. The negate won't be active, but it's a 2800 that will definitely distract him for a bit. So there's that. Although that means our Lightning Storm is turned off. Great. That is a punt on my part. That's the second one I've committed today. I actually recorded another video before this, and I committed a really massive punt there as well. So let's see how much deeper I can go. Alright, so they're doing Verticell things, and this is a man of culture, a man after my own heart. Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede. Ah, yes. Alright, this is Earth Machine with the Verticell engine in it. But that you should have had... Oh my god. Take control of it. Yeah, it's now on Earth. Alright, cool. That unlocks my Lightning Storm though. Is this a permanent steal? Target a face-up monster, take control of it. And if you do, it becomes Earth. Yep, it's a permanent steal. So we don't have our wow, okay. So we're getting bagooed. So that means my opponent is just gonna stall out. Alright, cool. So we're gonna ride out this wave. Which is honestly really easy to do, because it only gives us 2 turns. So we're just gonna set a card. We can't really use Lightning Storm here, so we'll just they're a graveyard focused deck anyway. So using Called by the Grave offensively here will actually help us. So let's see. So he'll stall for 2 turns because it seems our opponent doesn't have everything they need just yet. So we're gonna see. So you're touching Flying Pegasus, and he has Quack Quack. I prefer to call her Quack Quack, but her name is Misting Seedlings. All right, cool. So he's gonna move into attack now. That will unlock the rest of his board. Discard that, sure. Discard that. All right, so we are literally playing against Verticell trains. I am seeing all train pieces, and none of the OTK stuff just yet. So let's see. So we're gonna negate that because that's Flourishing Hills, if I remember correctly. Her name's Flourishing Hills. Yeah, Flourishing Hills seems to be a really good extender. We are facing down over 4,000 points of damage here. All right, cool. But this means I can Lightning Storm away their board. Oh my god. See, so this is why sometimes when your opponent plays a Baguska, sometimes the best counter against it is to just do absolutely nothing. Your opponent is stalling. So you have time to build up your own resources while your opponent does so as well. It's basically, if Swords of Revealing Light had legs, this is it. Baguska is it. But we're gonna break our opponent's will to live first. So we're gonna lightning storm away his board. Thank you for your service, Baguska. Unless he can do something here, which is to be expected. All right, cool. Vera. Okay, I did not know that Vera had a quick effect resurrection effect. Okay, I mean, granted, I have heard good things about Vera here, so there's that. So she'll summon an earth monster out of the yard, sure, and then wipe away the rest of the board. Wow, I forgot that Baguska cannot be... Yep, there it is. It's literally the third sentence. This attack position cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect, but it is an attack position, so there's that. So we're gonna painful decision here. So we will send one of the Sharis, and then we'll get Shari Red. There we go, and I think we can pop off from here because Baguska is in attack position. So we'll get Shari Red. We'll show the other Shari, and then let's see what our opponent does here. Okay, he's gonna max C, so there's that. Okay, so Shari Red is a free special summon, which is literally the one thing this deck has been looking for. And there's a lot of text here, but basically it allows us to just exceed summon no matter what without having to modulate the levels too hard. So we get Uni, and we'll set it here on the right. We get Dreadnought, and then Dreadnought activates, and because we have Shari Red, we have 2 effects. We draw one, and then once during the battle phase, target them, and their effects will be negated. I don't think we need to negate anything here. Alright, we draw one. Do we go into Gaia Dragon? I don't think so. Alright, we're gonna normal summon Ikura. And let's excavate the top 3. Hopefully we get something here. 1, 2, come on, 3. Nope, nothing. Shit. Oh, that's a bummer and a half. We're not gonna go into that. We're just gonna hit Baguska here so that alright, we can just attack directly. I forgot we can do that. So we go into main 2. And then this is the fun part about Suships. So we're gonna rank him up into Gaia Charger. Then we're gonna use Gaia Charger literally just as material fodder for 4 materials, literally just as fodder for a 4-mat Zeus. There we go. Alright, 4 material Zeus, and good luck, have fun, opponent. Any attempt our opponent at doing anything will literally just wipe their board clean. Unless, of course, the other way that they could do it is they just set Baguska to defense position. But he will no longer have any material. Ooh, okay, now he can't set defense position. So let's see if our opponent can crawl out of this one. This is honestly really interesting. And we just got Kaiju'd. Alright, so there's still a game afoot. There is no longer a game afoot. So he's using Revolving Switch Shard, which means, yeah, discarding Bullet Liner. Alright, I forgot we have an Ash Blossom. Cool. So we're gonna use Ash Blossom. If I'm not gonna allow you to OTK me, man. I know how trains work. All right, they go on the railroad tracks and go choo 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 choo, chugga chugga chugga. I have no idea what I'm saying here. You're not gonna OTK me here, opponent. Just put Baguska in defense position. Ooh, Regulus. You should have summoned that one first and stopped my chicanery from happening here. Although Regulus does have a decent attack stats, so he can walk over the lava golem before it slaps back at him with all of his like sloppy lava encrusted hands. So what am I even saying here? Oh my god! Oh my god! He is playing the rank 4 battleship. Oh my god! This guy is serious. All right, cool. So this is another for. Oh my god! I just died. Killed by Baguska. I was killed by the drunk. The drunk taper. Yes, I prefer the original art over the one where he's just hugging a bed. But that was honestly a surprisingly good duel. So we move on to the next duel. I said duel twice in a row. Holy shit. Won the die roll yet again, but I still have not recovered from the previous duel. And this is a shitty hand, but we at least have a lot of ways to remove anything problematic on my opponent's side of the field. And of course, we have Maxi. So Maxi is Maxi. I think we should do this now. So let's see. I mean, they will only really summon Serra. which is the only extra deck monster that matters to Traptrix, and then they'll just like summon, they'll just set 4 and pass anyway. So there's that. Or, you know, they could just set 4 right now and pass. Yep. Alright, oh, just setting 2. Interesting. Alright. So this could be like one of the trap hole type cards, and we are still not drawing into any action here. Great. So we'll just get Gamseal here. We'll offer it as tribute. We'll just get Gamseal here. As much as actually I'm gonna set that. I'm gonna set one of them at least. Right, we'll get the other we'll get our Gamma here. Too bad we can't set it to defense, and we'll set it. You know, I'm feeling brave, so we're gonna set it here, and we're gonna set this one here just to scare him a bit. There we go. This will make him think that this is infinite permanence because I set it in the same column as his other trap card. So let's see. Let's see what our trap trick opponent is gonna do here. I don't know why Max C stopped him so hard. I mean, I will just literally draw one. So let's see here. Alright, Dianea, reviving that. I will stop you from doing so. It'll also negate the effects of Mantis. So let's see. Okay. I mean, this will allow him to get into to go into Serra because I have no other interaction. But let's see. What our trap trick opponent is gonna do. Alright, he is going to go into Serra. Alright, cool. We will also call it by the Grave Dianea here. Yes, I am going to be very aggressive because it is very hard for me to interact with whatever bullshit trap decks are going to be up to here. Right? Okay, Vesiculo. There we go. Special summon it from hand, sure. Of note, they do have 3 materials here, so that means they could just go into the access code line. Oh boy. Alright, bottomless trap hole. I am down to 1 card in hand. If they do another search, I do have Ash Blossom at the ready, but I am not confident about my odds. Alright, he's just going to crash, then using the 2 other Traptrix monsters to inflict a bit of damage on me. Great. So I'm down to 1 card in hand. I have a couple of live draws, but most of them are dead. And given that my opening hand was shit, right? We get Cularia. Let's see what else we have here. Dimension Fisher. Great. The Ash Blossom is still alive, but stuff like Effect Veiler isn't. Okay. I think I should actually just add Dimension Fissure in some of my decks because of how prevalent tier limit is. Alright, cool. That's a very dead card in this matchup, so this will be a long well, it probably won't go on for too much longer because I'm forced to set Ash Blossom here. That sounds so bad. This duel will probably not be going on for much longer because, you know, Traptrix have an OTK line now thanks to Access Code Docker, but I do not like my odds here. Yep, summon Serra, go into a rank 3, then okay, not going into a rank 3. Cool. My Ash Blossom's 1800 defense stat is gonna be saving my ass here in more ways than one. Alright, cool. This will be a very slow climb to okay, that will prolong this duel. That'll prolong this duel, but at least gives me a fighting chance here. So we'll just skip to the next interesting point. Okay, a small update. I drew Painful Decision off the top, while my opponent went into Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. So we'll send Shari into the graveyard, and we got Shari red. This is not. We are not out of the woods just yet here. So we may be out of it if we draw another monster off the top, but I needed that shuffle because thanks to Painful Decision. Alright, I think he's gonna go into Access Code now. No, we're gonna negate Access Code Talker here if he even goes into it. So let's see. Or he could go into rank 4. Traptrix have a lot of those. Alright, cool. Goes into another Cularia. Okay. That is concerning. Alright. Battle phase. Okay. I can target Blackluster Soldier here because he wasn't made using high level monsters, so he can't attack twice. We do this is like 4800. We do live to fight for longer. Why was that not negated? Oh well. Well, we ran into a lot of bad draws that matchup, but you know, if my draws were any better, we probably stood a chance. But variance is a bitch sometimes. We move on to the next duel. Lost a die roll for once, but my opponent is making me go second, so that means I will need to try to break my opponent's will to live. So, having Maxi and Ash Blossom is a start, and we do have Gamma Seal in case they have a sticky threat that I need to take care of. This is not one of... God, 2 back row decks in a row. I am freaking livid right now. Oh my god. Alright, so we can't destroy any of his back row here, and he did not summon any monsters, but we can't stop him from doing any searches. So there's that. Alright, okay, Shari, Uni is a good draw here. That means we can do a couple of things. Painful decision. Can we do it? Unless he has interaction. Right, nothing. Right, we'll send Shari. And then we'll get Shari Red. This is the one that starts off all the combos. And by the way, the 6 Sharis here, they are not absolutely non-negotiable. They are absolutely non-negotiable. You need 3 Shari Red and 3 of the OG Shari, or else this deck will not function in the slightest. Right, that's a free special summon. Then we will adjust the levels. We could just go for the OTK line here. I don't know how risky that'll be. We did not draw into double or nothing, so we could. So let's see. Let's tempt fate. Yes, we will add a card. We'll get another Shari Red. There we go. It's for next turn because we have another painful decision here. So we go into Utopia Double. All right. This is an all or nothing play. Well, this isn't exactly an all or nothing play because we have like backups in hand. We're just going to bait out whatever his back row is here. So here we go. This is the OTK line. We're going to attach Shari Red since that's the one that does all of the heavy lifting, and so that we can recycle it for later. All right, cool. And then we go into Utopia himself. There we go. We're gonna put it here. There we go. And then we're going to go into combat. Let's see if we... What? Why can't I attack? Oh no. Did I lock myself out of something? Oh god. I locked myself out of something, didn't I? Oh, because it cannot attack directly. Needed a monster on board. Well, at least it's 5,000 attack, so that's always something. Great, so we do need a monster on board. We do have a decent hand, honestly, in spite of that. Okay, we have a decent hand at least. We still have Ash Blossom, we have a Maxi, so there's that. Although my opponent does need... I do need my opponent to get a monster down so that we can move this shit along. But if he's just gonna reveal Lord of the Heavenly Prisons, this will be a very, very... Okay, this one is gonna take a while. All right, we at least have Utopia here. All right, having another Uni is very, very Gucci. Yeah, we'll thin our deck a lot more. All right, we'll need all of the Shari. We'll need all the Shari we're gonna need here. All right, cool. We'll send Shari again to the graveyard. We'll get another Shari Red. Oh boy. This is really, really hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna go with Uni first here. We're gonna show this. There we go. And we'll put it here. Yes, we'll get Shari Red. There we go. Then we'll modulate levels. There we go. We'll make him level 5 this time, since our OTK line did not work out the way I wanted it to. Okay, there we go. There we go. We now have 2 level 5s, and then we'll finally go into Uni. There we go. That. And then 2 effects. We'll draw one. Go. Unless my opponent has something to say here, which is a possibility. There we go. We drew one. We drew into the Griffin Rider at least. So no, we will not. No, we will not do that just yet. Not just yet. So we're going to the last Shari. We've literally run through all of the Sharis in our deck, which is something that I have not done at all. I usually only run into like two of them every time. So let's see here. Right, we go into Ikura, which is like a pop that can disrupt whatever my wait, we can't pop anyway because of Lord of Heavenly Presence. My god. Alright, we drew one. Alright, cool. So we get Water Enchantress. We're gonna banish that. Then we'll get Right of here. I think our opponent just dead here because the token is 2k, the one that in Griffin Rider is also 2k. So let's see. Alright, I think our opponent just dead here because he's just passing priority back and forth. So let's see. Okay. Place it face up. Yeah, sure. We'll put it here. Griffin Rider activate. Then we'll just summon him in attack position. Because I think my opponent just dead here. Oh my god. This is a funny ass board. Oh my god. We have 2 battleships made out of food. And then we have the embodiment of hope. Because Utopia's Japanese name is Hope. Return a card. Alright. You can return any card. Alright, cool. So there's that. Alright, we'll put that back in your hand. Attack for 8,000 points of damage, opponent. My opponent is so not gonna live that one down. That's a story that you're gonna bring to an LGS and you're gonna say, oh, hey, why the long face? I lost to a bunch of seafood. Oh my god, we're gonna move on to the next duel. I am in a 90% win rate on my die rolls, but my win rate in actuality is a completely different story. We did start with our 2 special ingredients here. We have Ikura and Uni, so we just need Shari Red. And Painful Decision is our way to Shari Red. Our only form of interaction is Maxi, unfortunately, but this is usually more than enough to stop whatever chicanery my opponent is going to be up to, whatever that may be. So let's see here. His internet connection is failing him. I mean, he could just disconnect right here, right now, and then we get a free win. But, you know, if we manage to play a game, so be it. Alright, cool. We are in combo zombies. It's usually combos, especially if it's zombies. Send a zombie. Yep, it's literally just a foolish burial on a bull body. It's a bull, right? Yeah, it's a bull man. Yeah, it's essentially a minotaur, but this is Japan based, so I am not sure what kind of yokai this is. I'll have to look it up. So let's see. He has choices. It is a tight 40 card deck. All right, sending Mezuki. Gozuki already did his job, and if he's just gonna set 2 and pass, he has another thing coming for him. Alright, well, at least we're saving Maxi until the last possible moment here. Alright, 2 Ikura is not too good, but I think our opponent is just dead here if they don't have any interaction. Although they could have Ash Blossom and they're just sandbagging it here. So we send Shari and then we get Shari Red. There we go. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna get Uni, and we're gonna show Shari Red. There we go. Let's see what our opponent's gonna do here. He has something. He has something here. Opponent's it has passed back, or I think that just means my opponent is reading. It's like, what the fuck is this? Why am I gonna get killed with seafood here? Oh my god, I love this deck so much. While we still have that, the thing about this deck is if you have Shari or Shari Red, you can basically go through your whole turn without doing a normal summon at all. That's why this deck is surprisingly competent, in spite of, you know, being a you know, it's essentially a more casual deck because you know, focusing purely on a go second Xyz focus deck will take a couple of names here and there, but it will ultimately there are like far better options out there. But you know, if you want to have some fun, this is one of those. This is one of those decks that you can take to your local Friday games or whenever your game nights are at your LGS. So there's that. All right, cool. So we get our Uni battleship here. So let's see if our opponent is gonna do something. He does have a negate. It's the negate, right? Yeah. Up to the number special summon from the extra deck, negate it. All right, cool. So we just draw one. All right. Let's try to gamble here. Let's excavate the top three, and if we get a Shari, we are golden. Otherwise, it's just a shuffle. Let's see here. All right, cool. Opponent is reading. All right, 1, 2, and a 3. Nope. All right. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, that came from somewhere. All right. We're gonna activate Shari Red. We're gonna reveal that. There we go. I'm pretty sure my opponent is just dead here, but unless he has interaction, or any more interaction rather. Let's see. We have not made our normal summon yet. That's just so hilarious. Oh my God. So we summon Shari Red. Yes, we'll summon. We'll get 2 Ikura because why not? Okay, we'll put it in the center because why not? There we go. That's Ikura. Then we'll draw one. See, the thing about the Gunkan deck is every time you summon a Suship, it just lets you draw one card for like just like that. It just allows you to draw one. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just amazing like that. Right, we'll get another Ikura because I don't see why not. Or we could go into Utopia Double. Now that I'm thinking about it, we could just go into Utopia Double and just kill our opponent that way. Oh my God, it's 2 level 4s. It's just 2 level 4s. Although before we push any further, I think we should just go to Rite of Animus here and protect this this line we're gonna do. Right, we're gonna go into the adventure line first. I'm sorry, it's boring. It's boring. Going to the adventure engine, yada yada yada. But you know, we drew 2 cards this turn. We kind of have to. So we'll sit in defense. We'll put it here because that card will not be doing any attacking at all. Right. That goes sure, unless he has Nibiru, which is also a possibility. All right, cool. So we do that. Then we just get Wandering Griffin Rider, right? Yeah, we just get Griffin Rider, and then we can discard the Ikura at this point because our opponent is just dead. He is just dead here. All right, we'll summon the Griffin Rider, and now we have a negate. There we go. I think Double or Nothing locks my opponent out of doing any. Double or Nothing locks my board out of doing any other attack for the rest of this turn. If I'm mistaken, then that's another punt on my part. But at the very least, I have 2 battleships here. All right, we'll equip. There we go. Then we'll use Draco back to get rid of the back row. There we go. And because we will be using Double or Nothing, we need Gozuki on the field. There we go. So we're gonna kill our opponent using Utopia. Yes, it's boring. All right, using Call by the Grave here. Sure. Like you have anything else to do. Yeah, get rid of Shari Red, or rather, get rid of the Shari itself. You know what? For the no. Yeah, I could negate it for the lols, but no. The responsible thing here is to stop whatever he has in his hand, if any. All right. That's that. And now we're gonna kill our opponent. Utopia Double. We'll send the Ikura. There we go. We'll get Double or Nothing. There we go. Summon Utopia here. Yeah. You've seen this OTK land before, but it's the way we have to do it. Otherwise, if Zombie World lands on the field in any way, that could potentially like just stop us completely. Alright, cool. That's that. And then we'll activate Double or Nothing here. If you haven't seen this before, you're gonna see it now. Alright. And I'll do that. Oh, nope. Be careful about that because it doesn't necessarily stop. It can stop your turn completely if you're caught off guard because you negated your own attack and whatnot. So there's that. It is my opponent is reading. He could have something here. I don't know if he has any quick effects, unless, he has a Battle Fader style effect in his hand. The Vampire Fräulein is actually something to consider, but that would lower his own life total here. Unless he has something else, another card that I am not aware of. Otherwise, he's just dead here. This is like 9,000 damage at the very least, unless I'm not doing the math right, or at least a little over 8,000 if I'm doing the math right. All right, cool. Yeah, 300 over. Holy shit. And then if that failed, I have 2 battleships, just in case. All right, cool. So let's move on to the end screen. Okay, we're here at the end screen, and yeah, the deck is surprisingly good. It's surprisingly competent if, and only if, you draw into the right cards in the right time. The draw ones that the battleships provide definitely helps you get there, but otherwise, this is a go second OTK deck. You are almost always at the mercy of whatever the first 5 you draw off the top is. Otherwise, as you saw, Ikura helps you dig. As you saw, I didn't really do a proper deck because there are like far better YuGiTubers out there, and hell, even deck profiles up on YouTube that will better explain the more detailed ins and outs of this deck than I ever will. But the gist of it is, you need the 6 Sharis here to start things off. Without them, this entire deck falls apart. It's always a contest between painful decision and unexpected die, but the more pure builds run both, and having a way to deck thin essentially, and some builds can recycle the Sharis back to the top of the deck, so that when you excavate with Ikura, you are more likely to special summon it onto the field. But this is basically just a deck thinning tool and a way to get to Shari in hand as fast as possible. And Uni, as you saw, it special summons itself if you have Shari in hand. And then Ikura, as you saw, it excavates, but there's so little Gunkan cards in the deck that hitting something off of Ikura is honestly very, very unlikely, but it is a shuffle effect, so there's that. And it can improve your draws. And then the Master Duel attacks of Maxi, Ash Blossom, Infinite Permanence. Yes, I'm doing the deck at the end of the video because why not? It's something different. Then the Adventurer Engine, Watcher Enchantress, searches Rite of Adamysir, or Adamysir searches Water Enchantress, and vice versa. And it's usually a way to get into Fateful Adventure, and then eventually into Dracoback if you summon a monster on the field. Then Griffin Riders you negate. And then Feather Duster and Lightning Storm to get rid of back row. And then the Double or Nothing line, it's double or nothing. Go into Utopia Double, and if you draw into it, you're shit out of luck. The spicy option that I actually have in the deck is Utopic Draco Future. I have gone in games where I managed to get 2 equal level Xyz monsters on board. This is more for the pure build. Having either Ikura or the other Gunkan ship, the Shirui. Am I pronouncing that right? Gunkan. What's that? Shirao. Okay, there we go. I would sometimes have both Shirao and Ikura on field, and then because I was made to go first, and this is honestly a really good go first line. If you do manage to get more than one same level Xyz monster on board. But given that tier limit is one of the top decks, this is honestly very unlikely, but it's good to have in the back pocket. And you have a lot of space in the extra deck anyway, because the only really important cards here are the 2 battleships, and everything else, and of course the Utopia Double or Nothing line. Then everything else is just seasoned taste, haha, because this is a food-based deck and all. But yeah, this is a go second OTK deck, and plan D, if you manage to get 3 Xyz monsters on board like what I did earlier, you can summon Megaclops in this deck. It's basically untouchable unless your opponent has Xyz monsters. But yeah, This was a very surprisingly enjoyable romp. I was thinking of breaking this down so that I can refund some of the SR points because I am building a lot of decks for future projects. But I might not do that after all because again, I am dedicating this video to a good friend of mine. She wanted to see this deck in action, and here I am delivering. So if you like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share it among your friends. And until next time, toodles.